This is summer on a plate. It's a combination of tomatoes, basil, beans and fish. And what I'm going to be doing is baking it in one tray. Now to start with, we need to blanch our vegetables. That's going to be the basis of the tray bake. I've topped and tailed my beans and I have some frozen peas, baby peas if possible. And we're going to place them into some rapidly boiling water in with the beans. And when we say blanch, we do mean rapidly boiling water, and you know that they're semi-cooked when the water comes back up to the boil. We don't want to overcook our beans or our peas, so make sure you keep an eye on them. We will pop the lid back on though for it to come up to heat. While that's happening, we'll get onto this delicious basil mayonnaise. In a mortar and pestle, I'll add 2 cloves of garlic, lots of garlic for this one, and a pinch of salt. And I'll bruise this until it becomes quite sticky. Okay, that's looking good. See how sticky that is? Now we can start incorporating our basil. So I've got 1 large bunch of beautiful basil. Oh, that smell gets me every time. I'm just going to take the leaves off the stalks, just like this. Now I'm going to pound this until it combines nicely with our garlic and becomes quite smooth. Okay, done. It's almost like a workout. See the consistency and that vibrant green colour? Super happy with that. Okay, we're going to pop that to the side now and we're going to start assembling the tray bake. So we have our beans and peas. They are blanched. We're going to turn the heat off. And we're going to take them out with a slotted spoon, drain all of that excess water. We don't want that in our dish. And we'll pop them into our tray. I'm just using a glass one. And last of those little peas. And spread them out. And for a pop of sweetness, our little tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, about half a punnet to a punnet. Some slivered almonds that I haven't toasted because they will toast in the oven. A very small pinch of salt just for our tomatoes, not too much. And a good glug of extra virgin olive oil. And now for the fish. You can use any white fish for this. I'm using blue eye. I like how thick it is, and I've asked my fishmonger to cut it this way because I do want it to cook in the same amount of time as the tomatoes and of course finishing off the cooking of our beans. So I'm going to place them skin side up in the centre of the dish. And then the fish hasn't been seasoned yet, so we do need to salt and pepper it. So just on the skin there. Looks so good. And pepper. And another small glug of olive oil on each fillet. Okay, this goes into the oven, 180 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, now to make a quick mayonnaise. In a jug I have 2 egg yolks. I'll add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard and I'll emulsify this with some grapeseed oil. I use grapeseed oil because it's low scented. Now when you're making a mayonnaise, you do want to do this really slowly, as in add the oil 1 small teaspoon at a time so it does start to thicken up. Fish has come out of the oven. It looks fantastic. I love the white colour of the fish and all of these tomatoes that have blistered and are almost about to pop. Now to finish off this mayonnaise, you can see how thick that is. I'm going to add some lemon juice, so the juice of half a lemon. This is also going to thin out the mayonnaise because it is slightly too thick at this stage. So all that juice. And I'll also add this delicious basil paste, so the generous spoonful of that can go in. And with our mixer, we're going to blend it together and watch the colour transform. gorgeous mayonnaise, pastel green in colour. This is just so delicious. Look at that. Now we're going to place this on top of the fish. So just dollop it on top. And to make it look extra special, a few sprigs of basil over the top. I love that this fish is so hot, so when the mayonnaise hits it, it melts into everything. And when you serve this in the middle of the table, you get the fish, you get some of those crunchy beans and the peas, and then there's an extra sauce. When you pop those lovely tomatoes, it's going to be so sweet. This is, as I said before, summer on a plate.